Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Lee, the Sport Guy channel. Thank you for joining me again today. If you watched the last video, thank you. If you didn't, thank you as well for watching this one. I don't really have much to talk about today. I just kind of wanted to get everything, just get moving on something and get some, see if the lighting's better this way. I get something better. Looks like the sun. Oh, I obviously need a better camera than what I've got now. But I did get a microphone, so trying to get in my radio voice to kind of see how that goes. Which has been kind of fancy. I figured if I went and bought a microphone, I would have to actually start doing this and take it somewhat seriously. And so that's exactly what I did. And I'm glad that I did because, again, this is my second video for this little thing that we got going on here. And today we got a couple things we're going to talk about. We're going to start off with kind of how the week has been going, some of the difficulties that I've faced, kind of the things that I've been doing to overcome them and deal with. And then we're going to talk about sports. And then I think that's going to be all for us. We're going to talk a little bit about some college World Series baseball, some NBA, and how I am not keeping up with the Stanley Cup ever since the Capitals lost. Because we all know it, ever since the Stanley Cup has happened, we're first-round exits. And it seems like it's going to be like that for a long time. So, you may see some cats as well walk around. I, for some reason, have 4. My girlfriend has 2, and I have 2. We now live together. And if you ever wonder how many cats is too many, 2 is too many, and 4 is stupid, and I'm an idiot for having 4 cats in this apartment. Anyway, welcome to my quote-unquote man cave. This is all the bull crap that I've kept over the years. And I've managed to make a mural out of everything. Got a mural for almost every sport I've got. I've got a world football up here, but you can't see it. Big city fan. So I'm on that bandwagon. So anyway, let's get started with what we're going to talk about today. So first thing I wanted to bring up is for 2 days, not today. Today is completely different, but the day prior, which would be Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday, I was mad as a firecracker all day, and I could not tell you why. I could not find anything about it. I assume it had something to do with me not being able to accept something in my life for the way it was. And I recognized that, and I knew that, but there was really no shaking it. I did a lot of things to try to, make it go by, and I continuously felt angry. I was getting pissed off at everything. And I'm sure that you've all had days like that where you really wanted someone to try you so you could let them know how unimportant they were in that moment. And I'm really grateful no one did try me. If they would have, I probably would have just shut my mouth. But in that moment, I felt like I would have done something and said some sassy-ass shit. But I don't know. I've never really been in a situation where I've had to, I've given snarky responses before, but it's always the people who started it. I don't go around being an asshole to people for absolutely no reason. But if I'm in a bad mood and you start with me, I'm gonna come back guns blazing. But that's only when I'm in a good mood. That doesn't normally happen very often. So I'm happy I'm not like that. But anyway, so that was brutal for 2 days. And my girlfriend was not very happy with me Tuesday night because I was definitely off, definitely pretty upset. And her and I have been dating for about 4 years. She moved in. Well, we've been dating for 4 years. She moved in about 2 months ago, I think. So we're learning how to coexist and everything. And that has been an experience for me because I'm a very selfish person. I don't like to share. And so it's been fun to kind of get an idea of, what is this going to be like? How am I going to be? How am I going to react when my space is taken away? And I've done fairly good. I've actually thoroughly enjoyed her company, and I wasn't sure how I was going to be. I know I love her and I care about her, but like I said previously, I love MySpace, and I love being able to come home and answer to nobody. It's always been a favorite thing of mine, and she knows that. But we've done a good job of coexisting, and I'm very grateful for that. There were some meditations that I did over the week to kind of rid of that. There's a guy on YouTube that I've really fallen in love with to an extent, and his name is John Navisi, and they do the Goodful meditations as well. And so Tuesday night I went and I did a nice relaxing, it was called relaxing meditation, like nice 10 minutes. And that helped out a lot, and I was able to let go of some stuff and just kind of cope with the way I felt. And I expected Wednesday to be better, and I expected myself not to have an attitude and to be a little pansy about everything. But that is not how it went, and it never seems to be how it goes when I expect something. So, yeah, the next day was pretty brutal, but I definitely got through it. And at some point, her and I got in an argument, and it wasn't anything that seriously, but I was being a moron. And if I ever talk about me, my girlfriend being upset with me, it's my fault, like 99% of the time, because I should know better than to try to piss her off. And I don't. I go for it. I get a rise out of her, even whenever I know she's in a bad mood, and then I face the consequences every single time. So I've been trying to learn how to not do that, but I think that's instilled in me, and I've gotten better at it, but still to this day, it is an issue to be reckoned with. Anyway, around 5 o'clock last night, something let it go, and I hung out with a buddy. I went and hung out with some more friends, and all that subsided. Her and I are on good terms now. After that night, we talked a little bit, and just kind of let her know. She's been working doubles all week, so I don't blame her. I'd be pissed off too, and especially whenever you have to live with me, because I'm a nightmare every once in a while. So, you can see Georgie right there in the background. Oh, sorry, right there. That's Elena's cat. She's an angel, and she's on the simulator right now. Anyway, let's move on to sports for this week. So, I watched the end of the Stanford and Vanderbilt game in the College World Series. I've been keeping up with that for some reason. I think mostly because NC State's in it, and I want to see them do well because it's a state school. And I don't hate them like I hate Chapel Hill or Duke. I don't hate Duke. I hate the Tar Heels, though. That's been embedded in my blood since I was a kid. But, so, there's 2 outs, and it's the bottom of the 9th. And the Stanford pitcher's honestly killing it. Like, the strikes 2. I think he struck 2 of them in a row. I mean, does ignoring your call the first time not mean anything to you? So, 2 outs. Got a batter on. Full count. Okay. He throws the ball. He walks him. Okay. No sense in that. You should have just went for it. I mean, if you tie up the ball game, you're good. But now you've got a tying run and the chance for them to take the lead, right? So, of course, he comes on. He hits one. The next batter hits one. I think he hit it the right field, and it was a good shot. It was a good rip. Other guy goes to third, and they get another hit. Scoring run comes home. The tying run comes home. Then you've got another guy. And, dude, you could smell the Stanford pitcher's pants from through the TV. He was shitting himself. It was absolutely heartbreaking to see. And he throws a pitch, and I think it was a fastball, and he throws a high, and it goes over the catcher. It was a wild pitch. It was ugly. It was brutal to see it happen. And so, winning run comes home, nothing to do. Vanderbilt takes it, which was fairly entertaining. But man, to be that pitcher right now, especially that night, he's not going to sleep well for a week. He probably didn't sleep any that night, and I can't hardly blame him. I would have, if I was a Stanford fan, I wouldn't have slept last night because you had it. It was that close. You were one out away, and you weren't able to capitalize. It looks like I need to find the new. This is really wobbly. So that was very intriguing, and I loved it, and I loved the chaos that ensued. And then the Bucks game was on, but I didn't even cut that on. I know that Trae Young went off, and the Hawks won, which has been fairly entertaining to keep up with, especially now that LeBron's not in it, or the Nets. So I don't like LeBron. I don't like the way he plays basketball, and I think Jordan's better because Jordan was an asshole, and LeBron's an asshole, but he pretends not to be. My opinion doesn't matter, so take that to the bank. Anyway, I watched the end of the 76ers and Hawks game 7. A few things that I took away from that. I hate Philadelphia, so that's awesome. I love seeing Philadelphia lose. I will always love to see Philadelphia lose in any team. The whole state of Pennsylvania. Any of their sports teams. I hate them. I hate the Steelers. I hate the Pirates. I hate the Penguins. I hate the Sixers. I hate the Flyers. I hate the Phillies. And there's, the Eagles, of course. The dumpster fire. I am grateful for the Eagles right now because they laid down in the final game of the season against the Washington football team. The football team. And allowed us to beat the Giants, which is fabulous because the Giants fans are really upset, man. And it's just that, that they act like they still want to think they won it, but they don't have the trophy for it, right? I've got a hat, and it says NFC Division Champion 7-9, okay? So, if you want to come at me and you want to talk some shit about football, that's my Uncle Mitch. No, I'm not going there tonight. My phone is blowing up right now, man. Good God Almighty. Where was I at? Football team. 7-9. Don't worry about it. We're the champions. We'll be the champions until the end of next season. And we're probably going to win it again with Riverboat. So, I hate to break it to you. And Dallas, you're going to suck. So, I know you're going to say you're going to win the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott's probably going to break his leg again. He's never going to be the same. And I am sad about that, because I don't like to see players go down like that. But after experiencing what I experienced with RG3, it is inevitable for a player to never be the same after an injury like that. Because that was, especially if they try to rush him back, like they did RG3, because that was bad. Mike Shanahan did a really bad job with that. Well, they all did a really bad job with that. Anyways. Takeaways. So, Trae Young is nasty. He's filthy. I don't know much about him. I do know that I think it's Josh Collins played for the Demon Deacons at Wake. So I saw him play in college a couple times, probably only once. I don't really go to those ball games much anymore. But it's really cool to have someone like that. I mean, it's the first player since CP3 to make it in the NBA, and I think he plays power forward. I don't know. I'm not very educated on the NBA. I just like to talk shit about him. So yeah, he's filthy. And Trae Young hit that dagger from about a yard from the 3-point line, and at that point I knew it was over because all the momentum switched, and the 76ers could not hit anything, and that was beautiful. And then my favorite part was that it was in Philadelphia. I love that so much. They all had to watch it and be tortured, and they lost. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. I've seen better, but I love seeing them go home. And speaking of Philadelphia, the Nationals actually beat the Phillies. We swept them. And yesterday was a hell of a game. It ended up being 13-12. And the Nationals scored those last 2 runs in the bottom of the 8th. No. Top of the 8th. Yeah, I think so. And so that was beautiful to see that. 2 grand slams in that game. Schwarber went off, of course. I think he went 1 for 3 with 1 home run. And Josh Bell hit that grand slam, which he's been awesome for us. And I haven't seen much of the Soto Shuffle this year, but I think he'll catch fire because after the Brave fans were talking shit to him, he seemed to catch fire on that. So, have not been keeping up with the Stanley Cup. Last time I saw a score, the Lightning beat the Islanders 8-0, which is beyond me. I didn't watch the game. I didn't even watch the highlights of it. But it was a blowout. And I have not seen an ass whooping like that in a long time in hockey with a score. It's hard to find scores like that with any sport that's 1 point a goal. Unless you're watching like Man City play Wolverhampton. They seem to love to beat the piss out of them. Finally, NASCAR. So, Nashville was a good race. I love the 750 horsepower package with low downforce. I love the small spoilers. And it was a good race all around. It was not a good leader race, like watching for the last second and keeping up, because every single time Larson got some. I mean, Larson is the best one out there right now, and it's unbelievable how good he is. He's probably the best driver in the sport right now, and I think he's got 4 wins now and like 3. Let's see, he won. He should have won COTA, and he won the race before. He won Sonoma. He won the All-Star race. He won Nashville. And he also won another race. That was Las Vegas. I think that's 4. I think he won another one. I can't remember right now, though. But no, good battles all throughout the field. I am starting to not like Larson because it reminds me of last year when Hamlin and Harvick were winning everything, and it was the Hamlin and Harvick show, and this year it's the Kyle Larson show, which is kind of good because normally when a driver is this good during the season, he poops his pants in the playoffs, which has always been enjoyable for me. It was pretty tough watching Hamlin blow it last year and Harvick, but I can't really be upset because I like the number 9 and Chase Elliott, and we are reigning NASCAR Cup Series champions. I think that's all I've got on NASCAR today. This weekend we have 2 Pocono races, which is I'm going to fall asleep during both of them. Well, I'll be working on Saturday, and then I'll go to Bowman Gray, and I'll probably rewatch the first race on Sunday, and then watch the second race on Sunday as well. I think they're running the 550 horsepower package, so it'll be a snooze fest, and they won't be going very fast, and they won't even have to really lift. Well, they'll have to lift, but they won't have to brake. And I don't know. I'm excited for the Gen 7, and kind of see how it goes from there. So, but I think that's all I've got to talk about today. This has been like an 18-minute video, which is a lot longer than I expected. It seems like I know how to talk for a long time, and hopefully I can get some edits in and try to do something like that. Like I'd like an intro to my videos, an exit strategy or something like that, an attention getter, and try to format these right. I'm kind of just winging it right now. I did not want to do this at all today. I wanted to go for a run, and I haven't gone for a run yet. I've been trying to relax today and take care of myself because I've been balls to the wall every day this week trying to get some stuff done. So, again, if you watch this video, thank you. I'm very grateful that you did, and hopefully you stick around. I'm going to have some more content coming up. I don't know which way I'm going to take the channel. Is it going to be more like self-help based, more sports based, or a mix? What a weird mixture, but I think we can make it work, and I assume there are some of you that like sports like me that probably need some self-help in your life, man, because I'm an aggressive sports fan, and I, like, when City lost the Champions League final, I was a dick for a week, and I wondered why I was being an asshole to everybody, and then my buddy was like, dude, you're an asshole because you just lost, like, a trophy that you really wanted, and it hurt to see it hurt to see the players hurt, and I don't do well with losing. I hate losing more than I like winning. So, anyways, thanks again for watching. If you want to, subscribe, leave a like. I'm going to keep doing this, so there'll probably be a video up in the next 3 to 4 days. I'm trying to do 2 videos a week. And maybe if things catch fire and more of y'all start to like this content, we'll keep going. And if you have any like requests, leave it in the comments. If you have any constructive feedback, leave it in the comments. If you just want to talk shit, leave it in the comments. Yeah, kiss me. All right. Signing off.